Hello everyone, Melanie here with CGL Recruiting, and let's talk about these LinkedIn fake profiles. Oh my gosh, they are starting to appear everywhere. Now, I will give LinkedIn a lot of credit. They are really quick about pulling some of these out. Even sometimes when you get a LinkedIn fake profile connection request, you're going to see that it's going to disappear before you even have a chance to accept that connection request. For those of you that don't know me, I am Melanie Woods with CGL Recruiting. We have now over 220 free videos as well as our live events to help you with your career growth, your job search, and everything else, all HR related. So let's get talking about LinkedIn and all of these fake profiles that have started to show up and occur and how you can help reduce the number that you're getting. Now, you may have seen all of a sudden a lot of connection requests coming into you with the same message, the same type of, I use LinkedIn for da da da, and you should too. And I'm going to show you some of these live. I'm going to show you how to kind of spot which ones are fake profiles that you may not want to accept because they're going to start spamming you like crazy. And then also to help you track them back to the person who is sending you all of these fake profile requests. So let's take a minute now and look at my screen. I should say, though, before we do, if you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment and do that now. Now, I have had a lot of people asking me, Melanie, I don't see every single video that comes out. It doesn't notify me. That's because after you subscribe, when you ring that bell for notifications, you have to ring it until it says all videos or all notifications. And then every time we release a new video, it will go ahead and send you that little red dot update on your YouTube to make sure that you can see that there's a new one out there for you. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen and let me show you this live. So this here, let's see, there we go. Let me even make this a little bit bigger for you so you can see it. This is my LinkedIn connection request, and you can see right now there is a pretty good amount. There's about 23 of them out here, which are fake profiles. Now, I will tell you, I did some research on them before, and I'm going to show you how to do that same research. Here is the first tip to spot if it's a fake LinkedIn profile, if it's somebody just using it to scam you. So if you start going down these different ones, and I know they're a little small, so let me do some things to help you. I'll read some of it to make it a little bit easier for you. You'll see that LinkedIn does allow you to put this note, and I do recommend when you're sending connection requests, put a note. Always put a note. But don't use a system generated note because you're going to notice, see how this first one, LinkedIn keeps me informed, it might give you an edge at work. And look at the second one. It's exactly the same, as is the third. You'll notice there's a couple of different stock messages that they're using, like LinkedIn can help you build a network like I'm doing. This one's just, I'd like to add you to my professional network, not as big of a tip off as some of the others are. But let's talk about some other things about these profiles that help you know that they are a fake profile. Well, of course, you can always pull up the profile before you accept or ignore it. And to do that, when I go over the person's name, you see how it underlines it? Right click on it with your mouse and then just click open link in a new tab. And when you do that, it's going to pull up the profile. Now, here is something that is obviously, this is a very, very new profile. There's only 19 connections on it, right? There's absolutely no activity. And look at the experience. You see how it is data specialist, data specialist, data specialist, and look at the companies that it's working for with the data specialist. Somebody has gone in here and just randomly chosen things. There's not a whole lot of data on this profile. And if I go to some of the others, the ones that I see the most, they say data specialists and they say Java, anything with Java. Let me show you another one on there. This one down here, when I pull it up, again, machine learning, machine learning, machine learning, machine learning. How often have you gone from job to job and had almost the exact same job title in every single one? Again, this person here is somebody that only has 51 connections. Now, I'm not saying don't connect with people that don't have only, one or two connections or 50 connections, but you do need to look at the whole profile to decide. Now, another thing that I am seeing a lot of, and let me go back up to the top that I can show you some of the headlines that I'm seeing for ones that are coming in scams. And I am seeing probably about 25 of these hit my box a day. So the ones that are definitely seem to be troublesome is, see this right here, this headline for this person, it's in Russian. And you're going to see there's actually quite a few of them that are here in Russian. No, I'm not saying don't connect with people in Russia. Of course do. But take the time to go out and Google Translate it. And here's what I will show you. When you go to Google Translate, all you have to do is say, Russian to English, and it's going to tell you what it is. And a lot of times you're going to see the exact same, you'll get like 5 connection requests in the same day from these fake profiles, and they'll say the exact same thing in their headline when you translate it. Sometimes it says just absolute garbage. I mean, it's like nothing at all that makes sense. So how do we go through and actually make sure, oops, let me close that down. How do we make sure that we can stop these from coming in? I want to show you something else that you may not have thought of to look at. You can sometimes tell where they're coming from based on who the connection is. Now, see, when you have a LinkedIn connection request, you see these little double circles down here. This is how you're already connected to them. In this case, there's this person here. Well, look what happens. Look at a lot of these. You see this one person here, this open networker person. He shows here, he shows here. And remember, these are all fairly new that have come into my box. He shows here. It's the same person again and again that keeps popping up onto my LinkedIn profile. So if I feel like that one person is leading to a lot of scam connections coming into me, it's very easy. All I have to do is go break the connection with that person. Now remember, when you break a connection, you can actually go a step further. You can break the connection and then you can block the person. Now, if you block this connection, not only are they no longer connected to you, but they can't see your data and you can't see their data. It can be really powerful, because then if they're using this as that type of lead generation, you all of a sudden, nothing that you have gets seen. Now, I know it seems like a lot of work to how to measure this with your connections, and why don't I just ignore everybody or just accept people only that I know? Well, I always have to tell people, think about this if you were going to a networking event. When you walk into a room, you don't say, oh, I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you, I'm going to talk to these 3 people that I know. The whole intention of networking is to meet new people, gain new connections. So you're going to have to connect with some people, or you should connect with some people that maybe you don't already know or don't have as easy of a connection. Which ones do you connect with? Which ones do you not? That message, when people say, hey, I saw you at this event, or I got referred to you by this person, those are the type of ones where they're actually naming somebody or they're making a connection, which definitely seem to be a lot safer. Oh my gosh, these fake profiles drive me insane. Kudos to LinkedIn again for doing their best to get these off the system as fast as they can. And how you'll know if that happened is, again, if you have a connection request out there and you say accept and you try to send them a message and your message fails. A lot of times it's because LinkedIn has already removed the profile off their system. All right, everyone, we have a whole new set of videos coming out. Please, if you think this information has been helpful, take a moment, give us that thumbs up, and put a comment down below. I always love to hear from you, and we do reply to each and every one. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.